Good morning, guys. Today we shall see the third method of solving algebraic and transcendental equations. This is the Newton-Raphson method. Previously, we have seen the bisection method, and second is method of false position. And now today we shall see Newton-Raphson method. Now we shall consider f of x is equals to 0 is the given equation which may be algebraic or transcendental. To apply the Newton-Raphson formula, or at first to find the Newton-Raphson formula, we shall assume that x0 is the approximate root of the equation f of x is equals to 0. As x0 is the approximate root, there may be some actual root or correct root. We shall denote that correct root by x1, and which is equals to x0 plus h. As x1 is equals to x0 plus h is the correct root of the equation f of x is equals to 0, x1 must satisfy the equation f of x is equals to 0. Putting x is equals to x1 in equation f of x is equal to 0, we get f of x1 is equals to 0. But we know that x1 is equals to x0 plus h. Put the value of x1 here, and therefore we get f of x0 plus h is equals to 0. Now student, listen carefully. What we have, f of x0 plus h is equals to 0. Then by applying Taylor's series, this can be expanded as f of x0 plus h into f dash of x0 plus h square upon 2 factorial f double dash of x0 plus so on. This is equals to 0. Now this expansion is called as a Taylor series expansion, or this is expanded by using Taylor series. Here we have written only first three terms. Next term after this is h cube upon 3 factorial third order derivative of f of x0, plus next term will be h raised to 4 divided by 4 factorial into fourth order derivative of f of x0 and plus so on. Now in this Taylor series, we shall neglect second and higher order derivatives term. That means terms after h square upon 2 factorial f double dash of x0, we shall neglect all these terms, means term after second order derivative and higher orders. That means what is remain? F of x0 plus h f dash of x0 is equals to 0, because we are neglecting second and higher order derivatives, and that equation is written here: f of x0 plus h f dash of x0 is equals to 0. Now from this equation we can obtain the value of h. Means at first this can be done as h f dash of x0 is equals to minus, transfer this on right side, minus f of x0, and then divide by f dash of x0. We shall get h is equals to minus f of x0 upon f dash of x0. This is the value of h. But what is our actual root or correct root? It is x1 is equals to x0 plus h. In x1 is equals to x0 plus h, put the value of h, and therefore next approximate root is given by x1 is equals to x0 minus f of x0 divided by f dash of x0. Student, though there is not a looking f dash of x0, it is a print mistake because it must be f dash of x0 because value of h is minus f of x0 divided by f dash of x0, and we are substituting this value of h here, and therefore x1 is equal to x0 minus f of x0 divided by f dash of x0. Okay, this is a approximate root, first approximation. Now continuing in this manner, second approximation is given by x2 equal to x1 minus f of x1 divided by f dash of x1, and in general we have written the formula as successive approximations are given by x2, x3, xn plus 1, and finally it is written as xn plus 1 is equals to xn minus f of xn divided by f dash of xn. Here it is correct, f dash must be there, but here print mistakes here. There is no f dash of x0, but it remember that this is a x0. In this formula, if we put n is equals to 0, we get first approximate root, that is x1 is equals to x1 x0 minus f of x0 divided by f dash of x0. If we put n is equals to 1, we get x2 is equals to x1 minus f of x1 divided by f dash of x1. Similarly, x3 is equals to x2 minus f of x2 divided by f dash of x2. Now, using this formula, we can find higher order approximate solutions which are closer to our actual solutions. This formula is called as a Newton-Raphson formula. Remember that for MCQ, this formula may be given, and you have to ask this formula is called as dash dash dash. MCQ may be Newton-Raphson formula or any other formula. You have to choose correct answer. This is a Newton-Raphson formula. You have to remember this formula, and which is called as a Newton-Raphson formula. As an example, we shall see how we can solve the problem by using Newton-Raphson formula. We shall consider this as first example. Use the Newton-Raphson method to find the root of the equation x cube minus 2x minus 5 equal to 0. We know that this equation is a algebraic equation. This is also very important to recognize. The given equation is algebraic or transcendental equation. This is the algebraic equation. Now here consider this equation f of x is equal to x cube minus 2x minus 5, and we require derivative, therefore find f dash. Derivative of this equation f dash x is equals to 3x square minus 2, and that I have mentioned here. F dash of x is equal to 3x square minus 2, and first approximation by Newton-Raphson formula is given by x1 is equal to x0 minus f of x0 divided by f dash of x0. Again, this is a print mistake, divided by f dash of x0. We shall choose first approximate root of the given algebraic equation is x0 is equals to 2. Then find the value of f of x0. Means here put x0 is equals to 2, and therefore f of x0 is equal to f of 2 is equal to 2 cube minus 4 minus 5. 2 cube is 8 minus 4, it is a 8 minus 4 is 4, and this minus 5, it is a minus 1, and therefore f of x0 is equals to minus 1. Then find f dash of x0, means put x is equals to 2 because x0 is 2 in this equation, and it is 3 into 2 square, that is 2 square is 4 into 3, 12 minus 2, it is 10, and therefore f dash of x0 is equals to 10. Now put the value in Newton-Raphson formula. X1 is equals to x0 minus f of x0 divided by f dash of x0, and therefore first approximate root x1 is equals to x0. x0 means 2 minus f of x0. f of x0 is minus 1, therefore it is minus 1 divided by f dash of x0. f dash of x0 is 10, and after simplifying, this comes to be 2.1. You can verify this. X1 is 2.1. This is the first approximate root. By similar manner, you can find the second approximate root. Second approximate root, that is x2, and x2 is given by x1. The value of x1 is known to you, that is 2.1, divided by x1 minus f of x1. Put x1 is 2.1 in this equation and simplify. Okay, then divided by f dash of x1. Put x is equals to 2 point here in this equation and simplify. And look here, we have obtained this as a f of x1, and simplifying it is 0.061. f dash of x1, after simplifying it will get 11.23, and therefore second approximation x2, which is given by x2 is equals to x1 minus f of x1 divided by f dash of x1, and as we know that x1 is 2.1, f of x1 is 0.061 divided by f dash of x1 is 11.23. You can simplify these, calculators are allowed, and after simplifying you must get second approximate root is x2 is equal to 2.09456. Now in this manner we can obtain approximate roots or approximate solution of given equation by using Newton-Raphson method. By similar manner you can find next approximate root x3 also. Here I have not obtained value of x3, but if you want you can obtain using the formula x3 is equals to x2 minus f of x2 divided by f dash of x2, and so on. Okay, this is a method to obtain the approximate solution of the given equation by using Newton-Raphson method. But Newton-Raphson method is very useful to obtain a solution of the given equation when there are the repeated roots, and this method is called as a generalized Newton-Raphson method or only generalized Newton method. Before that, we shall see the solution of transcendental equation. Your problem is find the root of the equation x sin x plus cos x is equals to 0. Then as first approximation is x1 is equals to x0 minus f of x0 divided by f dash of x0. We require f dash of x0. You can observe that derivative of this is equals to x cos x, and then using the formula here, formula is written in general, and simplifying, I have given only values taking first root as a pi. Here is a x0, x1, x2, x3. These values are given here. You can obtain or verify, means we shall consider x0 is equal to pi, then x0 is 3.14 and so on, and then you can find f of x0, that is minus 1.0, and you can obtain the required solutions. You can verify this, you can use the calculators and you can see the solution. Just I have told that generalized Newton method or Newton-Raphson method is applicable to find the multiple roots, because there may be possibility that given solution, given equation has a multiple roots. That means suppose equation is x square f of x is equal to x square minus 4x minus 4 is equals to 0. And we know that a solution of the equation x square minus 4x minus plus 4 is equals to 0. These are x is equals to 2 and 2. That means 2 is repeated. It is called as a double root. Means we shall assume that x0 is root of f of x is equal to 0 with multiplicity p. Multiplicity means how many times that root repeats. If it repeats it 2 times, then we have p is equals to 2. There is no repetition, only 1 times occurs, that means p is equals to 1. It repeats 3 times, means solution in equation has solution, for example 2, 2, 2, 3 times, that means p is equals to 3. Multiplicity means how many times that solution is repeated, and we have denoted it by p. Means x0, this solution of the equation f of x is equal to 0 repeats p times. Then the iteration formula already we have seen in Newton-Raphson method is written as xn plus 1 is equals to xn minus p into f of xn divided by f dash of xn. Here you can observe that only we have attached p to f of x1 divided by f dash of xn. Means our Newton-Raphson formula is xn plus 1 is equal to xn minus p minus f of xn divided by f dash of xn. But in generalized Newton-Raphson formula, when p x0 is a root of multiplicity p, it is written as xn plus 1 is equal to xn minus p f of xn divided by f dash of xn, and this formula is called as a generalized Newton formula instead of Newton, or it may be called as generalized Newton-Raphson formula, but usually it is called as only generalized Newton formula. This formula can be used to obtain the double root of the given equation f of x is equal to 0. That means p is equals to 2. When we have to find triple root, we have to consider p is equals to 3. But remember that if f of x is equals to 0 has a root x0 of multiplicity p, that means x0 is a root, listen carefully, if x0 is a root of multiplicity p of the equation f of x is equal to 0, then the equation f dash of equal to 0 has a root of multiplicity p minus 1. Means if given equation is f of x is equal to 0 and it has a one root, for example x0 of multiplicity p, if you consider the equation f dash of x is equal to 0, then it has a solution x0 of multiplicity p minus 1. Similarly, the equation f double dash of x is equals to 0 has a root x0 of multiplicity p minus 2 and continuing like this. Okay, we have not considered problem on the generalized Newton method, but you have to remember that it is used to obtain double root of the given equation, which may be algebraic or transcendental. With this, we shall stop our today's lecture. Thank you.